So what we'll be functionally foam rolling now is a functional line, which is used quite frequently with any motion that we're doing. Functional foam rolling, again, is to help take groups of muscles or connections of fascia and working on those to help with our movement. So the functional line, you have two different ones. You have a front and a back. The front actually starts about the adductors, which is the inner part of the thigh. It goes into the abdominals and out towards your chest where it connects to your shoulder. The back one goes from your glutes, or the side part right in through here, goes into your glutes, all the way across into your lats. Your lats go from your mid to low back and attaches all the way to the same, near the same side as the pecs or the chest muscle, right in through that arm. So we'll be working on both lines. First, you want to make sure that the dock and roll is at a level that you feel comfortable with. We'll first start off with the adductors or the inner thigh. So I'll position my body so that my knee is bent and on the roller itself. The target tissue is on the roller itself. From there, I'm going to go from here all the way in through the groin area. So you want to make sure that your knee is bent on this one so it relaxes another muscle that also can be worked on in this area. From there, I'm going to go dip all the way down towards the groin area, bending out the opposite leg so I can sink down further into it, and controlling the motion with both my arm and my leg. So the weight distribution is on my arms, my arm, my leg, and also the area that I'm rolling on. So I'm going all the way down and bringing it all the way back up. Now you can tack it down, hold that position with your knee bent at 90 degrees, turn your foot upward or bring it down inward. Sometimes it's hard to do that, but that is an option. After you get that area all into the groin area, then you'll get the abdominals. So I'm going to face the unit. I'm going to lunge with one leg, and the opposite side abdominal is going to be worked on. So I'm going to start right about my pelvis area, sink in to the dock and roll, take a breath, exhale, so I can drape over it and sink down further. After that, I'll take a deep breath in, exhale, sink down further. I can place my hands here, or I can place it here. I like to keep it right here so I can sink down further. Take a breath, exhale. You're going to just about where the lower ribs are. Then after that, switch sides and do the exact same thing on the left side. After you do that, then you're going into the chest area. Sometimes this might be a little uncomfortable for the female, so you don't have to do this, or you can just go towards it on the tissue that you feel comfortable with. So what you would want to do is you'd start right at your breastplate or the sternum and go outward towards where it connects onto the arm. So I'm going to lie face down like this, start at the sternum and go all the way out, just like that. My arm is straight. I can definitely keep it bent if I want to. So again, I'll start at my sternum and then I'll go all the way out, just like that. So I'll do it like this, again with my elbow bent, going all the way out, and then I can straighten my arm. Notice my thumb is pointing down, and then I just point it upward. So again, with my elbow bent, I'll go towards the arm, elbow straight, thumb points up. Or if you want to do another variation, you can tack it down, elbow still bent, go all the way into where the shoulder is, and then bring your arm upward just like that, making sure your elbow's bent at 90 degrees. Either way you go, if you straighten out, point up, or start down and go up like that, that'll stretch out the pecs a tad bit more. So that's getting the front area. To get the back area, what you'll do is you want to go on your glutes, but you want to get a little bit more of the side to where it attaches. So I'm going to start right in through here, more of like the IT band area, and going into the glutes. So I'll start right on the side a little bit, doing a crisscross motion with my legs. I'm going like this on the roll, if you can see right in through here, and then I'm going to drop down. So I'll put my hand here for support, then I'm going to drop down onto the glutes. I'm going to go a little bit in front a little bit, so I get the front of my quads a little bit in front of the IT band, and going back. And then now I'll go directly onto the glutes, so I'm going to change my position. I'll anchor down onto the glutes to where my gluteal fold meets my thigh bone. Go right in through here, start there, and then go all the way towards my crest, which is right here. That's the aim, and then going back down towards the gluteal fold. I can face, so I'm directly on top of it, starting at my sit bone, and going all the way up towards that crest that we talked about. Doing the exact same thing, changing up the angle, starting at my gluteal fold this time, going all the way up towards that pelvis area, right in through here. After that, I'm gonna get my lats right in through here, so I'm going to lean down, facing towards the side I wanna work on, making sure, again, you're doing both sides all the way as far as I can, and then bringing it back up, doing the exact same thing. I'm using my legs to help control the motion and also my hands that are on the roll. I don't have to keep my hands right here. I can keep it close to my side, going like this. Then afterwards, I'm going to go on the higher aspect until it attaches right in through here on the arm. So I'll work on this side, but again, you're doing both sides. So I'm going right in through here. I'll start right where the crease is, where my arm meets my body, starting the dock and roll right on top of there, adding some pressure, and then I'm going to go a little bit on the side and back. So I'll start on the side, then I'll lean back on it, so I get a little bit different muscle or different fibers of that same muscle. Or I can tack it down, hold it there, straighten out my arm so my arm approximates towards my ear with my palm facing up towards the ceiling and holding that position. So I'll show you on this side. So I'm starting, if this is the dock and roll right in through here, I would start my body a little bit more on the end, so when I lean back on it, my body, the area that I want to work on, will be right on the contour, right on the top of the dock and roll itself. So I'll start right here, arm out, lean back into it so I'm right on the spot that I want to, and then I'm going to bring it all the way up, just like that, bringing it all the way back down. Bringing it all the way up, and bringing my body down. And then from there I can tack it down. I can start with my elbow bent, and then straighten out my arm so my arm approximates towards my ear with my palm up towards the ceiling. And that's how you get that whole area. So that's how you get the functional line using a functional foam rolling technique using the dock and roll.